There must be something better than this, cause if there's nothing better than this, what is the point of carrying on? And if you tell me there's a point, go on and tell me what it is. It isn't something I will diss as long as it is better than this. There must be something better than this. It's not what I was promised when I was a kid in school. All the things I could have done if only life was not so cruel. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this.
How long will it take you to set up your keyboard, Gordon?
Oh, just a couple of minutes. This is delicious. Your dad's a very lucky man.
You've obviously never showered with him.
No, I mean that he's lucky to have a wife that can make food like this.
Oh, I got it out of an old recipe book. It's called Walnut Surprise. Oh. You're right, though. Shane is a very lucky man. I should know. I've made 3 unsuccessful attempts on his life.
I think she's joking.
Oh, good. I can never tell.
Nah, he's a good husband.
Still joking.
Love him, really.
Now, that's the bit I'm never sure about.
You know, I wouldn't mind betting that Shane and I are going to become great friends. Myrtle, you must let me do that. I think the days are gone when a woman cooks a big meal and then she's expected to do the washing up as well.
Gordon, you know when you said you wouldn't mind betting that you and Dad will become great friends? I've got a fiver says it won't happen.
Take no notice, Gordon. Sometimes Lenny can be a sort of travel version of his father.
And they're off.
Oh, it's freezing out there.
Walnut Surprise.
You can say that again. Who's this getting his fingers wrinkled in my wife's domain?
No jokes about the bow tie.
Oh, you ask too much.
Promise.
All right, just stop kissing me.
Shane, this is Gordon. He's
Hello.
going to be tickling the ivories tonight.
What are you, a gynecologist?
No, Shane, I said ivories.
A gynecologist who plays the piano? Oh. But you hardly have to open the lid.
He's not a gynecologist.
No, I'm actually a traffic warden.
I think you've just won a fiver.
Gordon's in the creative writing class I go to.
What creative writing class?
Shane, every Tuesday night for the last 11 weeks, I've been going to a creative writing class. And when I get home, I sit at that table and I tell you everything we did in that night's class. So how can you possibly not have heard of it?
What?
Oh, you're so ignorant.
I know. It's a gift. Even as a young man, I found I was able to meet a girl at, say, 8 o'clock, completely blot out everything she said for the next 2 or 3 hours, and then tune back in at the end of the evening, just in time to catch the sleeping arrangements.
Not joking.
Anyway, Gordon, you had plenty to eat?
Oh, yes. Myrtle cooked me dinner. You're a very lucky man.
Oh, that wasn't luck. I missed it on purpose.
What? You don't even want any Walnut Surprise?
Nah, thanks. I've gone off sweet stuff. So can someone tell me what the piano's all about?
Oh, I can. It's one of my favourite films. There's this woman and, well, I suppose there's 3 main things about her. She can't speak, she loves having sex, and she plays the piano.
You know, that could have been a great film if they'd left out the bit about the piano. Still, thanks very much, Velma, but I was actually asking about that piano.
Oh, yes, that's mine, yes. Our course ends with a performance event put on by the students. I'm playing the piano, and Myrtle here's doing a sort of rap.
When is it?
Tomorrow night. Why, are you going to come?
I'll come, Ma.
And me?
Oh, I'd really like you to, but some parts of the show are a bit strange.
Yes, one group are doing a little play about Soviet Russia, with all the parts played by domestic pets.
Wow. Well, they have gerbils in it.
No, I think he was Nazi Germany.
Eh?
You know, when I was a kid, we had this dog called Badum Badum, and I always used to dress him up in various outfits.
It's an unusual name.
And we called him Badum Badum because dogs make that noise, you know, Badum Badum. Well, you've obviously never run one over. Anyway, I like the sound of this Soviet Russia thing.
Yeah, supposed to be inspired by Orwell's Animal Farm, but using pets as actors. Not really sure about that.
Well, I think it'll be the dogs' Bolsheviks.
Well, if you come, you'll be able to see that as well.
Myrtle, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but white people can't rap. Your trouble is you've got too much time on your hands. Maybe you should get a job.
What about the streets?
Well, I don't think she'd make much money.
The streets? He's a white rapper.
He's from Birmingham. They're exceptional people. Gordon, can't you talk her out of this?
Well, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, but you thought that bow tie was... White people can't rap.
Vanilla ice?
No, thanks. I've gone off sweet stuff. Look, you got no chance of winning this thing.
It's not about winning.
Everything's about winning. There's no credit in coming second.
Wish you'd do it occasionally.
White people can't rap.
Eminem?
No, thanks. I've gone off sweet stuff.
You're obviously wrong, Shane.
OK, then white women can't rap.
Madonna? OK, you win.
You see, Gordon? Give them enough rap and they'll hang themselves.
Well, I'm not sure about this rap music. It's all yos and hoes and having sex with somebody's mother. And the videos. Just dozens of women in thongs all wiggling their bottoms.
Their booties.
I think that's how Bernard Matthews described them.
You know, I've been in a great many pubs over the years, and no matter what time of year it is, if you take the trouble to check out the higher place fixtures and fittings, you'll virtually always see a lonely remnant of the previous year's Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah. How did I miss that? I'll go and get the stepladder.
Oh, no, don't. He's a sort of night watchman, keeping an eye on the ceiling and surrounding areas till Christmas comes and all the other trimmings turn up.
Goodness sake, Bazza. Why did you stop Sheila from using the stepladder?
Oh, I like seeing a bit of the trimmings up there.
Well, that's exactly what I was hoping for.
Don't start with all that Sheila thing again.
Oh, you don't understand. Sometimes I just want to take her in my arms and...
Oh, while I remember, I need a cab for tomorrow afternoon, Bazza. Got to see my solicitor. My ex-husband seems to think I'm going to pay all his debts off.
That's really unlucky, Sheila. Of course, they do say that leaving up the Christmas trimmings brings bad luck. Come on, let's get you up that ladder.
That is so unfair. Trimmings that stay up after Christmas are always getting blamed for bad luck. You get wives saying, nice day at the office, dear, and the husband says, no, I crashed the car, what about you? Terrible, the washing machine caught fire. And all the time the trimming's going...
Oh, got me feeling sorry for it now.
As Elvis Costello once sang, let him dangle.
Yeah, and as the Supremes once sang, come up the ladder to the roof, where we can see heaven much better.
Well, if I do go up that ladder, I'll soon stop it dangling.
You can say that again.
Yeah, but just think, Sheila, if you leave him up there, we'll have a representative of the Christmas spirit with us the whole year round. I think that'll make us better people.
Basil, you are an amazing man. You've even convinced me now. Mind you, if it's going to stay up that long, we could do with another couple of drawing pins in it. Shall I go get the ladder for you?
Oh, that'd be good. But it's in the cellar. It's a bit dark down there.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Would you like a torch?
Oh, that'd be brilliant, but let's get you up the ladder first.
I'll tell you what, Shane. You get the ladder and I'll fix the trimming instead of Sheila.
What?
Oh, thanks, lads. You're such sweethearts.
Basil, what are you trying to do to me?
I won't let you throw your marriage away for a bit of crumpet.
Bit of crumpet? Are we in an episode of On the Bosses?
Considering the fact that you're trying to coax a barmaid in a short skirt to climb a stepladder, I'd say we could well be.
I hate you, Basil. God.
Hey, Shane, I've had an idea. Why don't you drive me tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Hold on. You know we're short of drivers at the moment. I think it'd be best if Charlie Willis takes Sheila.
Charlie Willis? I thought he'd retired. He's about 70.
Look, you'll be old one day. Don't worry, Sheila. Charlie's a very careful driver.
Well, that's true. He used to go mad about people overtaking him on the inside. I said, Charlie, that law doesn't apply to pedestrians.
Well, anyway, I better sort out the paperwork I need for the solicitor. Got to get it all down from the loft.
I've been thinking.
Don't exaggerate.
No, I have. I've been thinking about our relationship. Seems to me you're ashamed of me nowadays. I'm not educated enough for you. You think I'm narrow-minded and ignorant.
What's your point?
I think you're going all middle class on me. You know, I actually got wounded by your soap the other day.
What, the sandalwood and rose? Oh, it's beautiful soap, that is.
It's got nasty little wildflowers and bits of twig in it.
That's what makes it special. Besides, I could fill a room at the Natural History Museum with the stuff you've left on soap over the years.
And then I see you with Gordon, and I wonder if that's the sort of bloke you should be with nowadays.
Must admit, nice to be out in public with a man who doesn't do the Birmingham button.
What's the Birmingham button?
Well, when Gordon goes into a urinal, he fastens his flies before he comes out. Whereas you always walk out still buttoning up. It's very common.
I like to get out of there as fast as I can. It's different for Gordon. He's a traffic warden.
What's that got to do with urinals?
Well, he obviously feels at home next to a single yellow line.
Oh, you still make me laugh, Shane.
No. I used to make you laugh. Now I make you smile.
Same thing.
No, it isn't. If you watch TV, you get loads of shows that use canned laughter. I've never heard of a show that used canned smiling.
Changing rooms.
No, not Carol Smiley, canned smiling. You see, we can't even communicate anymore.
You know, Shane, sometimes I think my life is just slipping away. I'd quite like to do something worthwhile with what's left of it.
What, like becoming the first middle-class, middle-aged white housewife rapper? Not so much M&M, more M&S. Still smiling.
You know what I think when I look in the mirror?
Why didn't I wear that seatbelt? My guess is not smiling.
Well, this is a nice surprise. I thought the old man was driving me today.
Who, Charlie? No, he's been missing for the last 4 hours.
Dear, that's a worry.
Nah, he's probably just waiting to pull out at a junction.
Don't be cruel. I'd rather have a driver who was overcautious than some aggressive macho loony. I hope you're not one of those men that pulls out when someone's coming. That's why I stopped driving. There always seemed to be someone up my backside banging their horn.
How do you usually travel, Sheila?
On the buses.
I thought so.
What about if the ending went a bit like this?
Sounds a bit like Star Wars.
No, it doesn't. I think it's a good ending.
Oh, let's have a break, Gordon. Come on. By the way, just out of interest, are you going to wear that bow tie tonight?
Oh, God, no. I don't think it's very hip-hop. I'm wearing a denim one.
You worried about the solicitors?
Well, I'm to be honest. The marriage breaking up is just business to them. I mean, listen to this. They wrote this to me during the divorce. Mr. Swallows is claiming that during the course of your marriage, you subjected him to regular physical assaults. He loved it. What can I do? I'm a passionate woman. Yes, I stuck my nails in his back, but that's what I'm like when I'm sexually aroused.
Hot here, isn't it? So, are you still called Swallows?
No, I went back to my maiden name.
Because over the pub door, it still says Sheila Swallows.
Yes, I know, that's graffiti.
Will Shane be coming tonight?
You would if you knew about that bow tie. I'm sorry, I was only joking.
I'm not like him, you know.
That's true. I've been married 18 years. I've never known him to lift the seat up.
I really don't understand how he ended up with a cultured woman like you.
I'm
wasn't always like this. I was cleaning the bathroom one day and I ran out of bleach for the toilet, so I nipped up to the shops to get some, and I never know why, but on the way, I walked into a bookshop and I bought the complete works of Shakespeare. I suppose you'd call it my road to Domestos experience.
What have you got in common with him? What do you share?
I once told him I thought we shared a sense of humour, and he said, we have to. You haven't got one.
Think you'd ever marry again, Sheila?
Well, you know what they say. Love's more wonderful second time round.
Certainly lasts longer.
I imagine you're a bit of a stallion in the bedroom.
I think Myrtle once told me I smelt like one. Are you saying you've imagined what I'm like in the bedroom?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Have you ever imagined what I'm like in the bedroom?
Yeah. I imagined it twice this morning.
No, you're a very sexy young man, Shane.
Young? I don't think so.
Yes, young and witty and charming. You're the Nigel Havers of your generation.
No, but that's what's really depressing. Nigel Havers is the Nigel Havers of my generation. I don't understand why you've never said anything.
You're married, Shane. We both know there's something between us, but it can never be released. Don't you dare do a handbrake joke. Anyway, that's why I've never said anything. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to rub your nose in it.
Well, if you don't mind keeping an eye on the road.
I presume Shane isn't what you would call musical?
Funnily enough, I had a go at him last week because he was singing to himself during sex.
That'd be off-putting.
Yeah, especially as it was Daniel Bedingfield's. I've got to get through this.
Listen, Myrtle. I've been alone a long time. I've had to learn to plough my own furrow.
You must be very flexible.
You know, you once said that Shane had to make jokes all the time because he was afraid to confront anything that was serious and real. Isn't that what you're doing now? Myrtle, this is serious and real.
Hello, Bazar. Oh, hello, Charlie. Yeah, it was turned off. I've just been watching a play. Where are you? Sorry, yeah, you did tell me never to ask you that. Yeah, it's 17 Baxter Road. No, it's the first turning on the left after the garage. Yeah, 17. It's a blue door. OK, Charlie, speak soon.
Oh, Charlie's working late.
He's not working, he's just asking me where he lives.
He was good. Look, let's stand at the back for Myrtle's bit. She's so short-sighted, she won't be able to see us. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit overwhelmed by this crowd.
Sorry, I forgot you was a Wimbledon fan. You want to go home?
No. We're going to give Myrtle our support.
I told you we're not here to support her. It's just curiosity.
Yeah, well, you know what happened to the cat.
Yeah, he had a series of radical pamphlets suppressed by the Politburo.
Welcome back. To open the second part, two of our star pupils. Please welcome Myrtle and Gordon.
Thank you. As a lot of you will know, I had intended to rap tonight. Luckily for you, my husband managed to convince me that that would be even more embarrassing than Gordon's tie. So instead, I'm going to read some poems I wrote for the course, beginning with one I wrote especially for tonight. Thank you. If he was here tonight, I'd tell him how without him means alone,
and how in bed my own heartbeat never really feels complete until I reach across the sheet and feel his beating heart repeat the rhythm of my own. If he was here tonight, I'd tell him how when we kiss, it's very clear that he's the first consistently to turn away, and breaking free, he leaves me standing foolishly, kissing where he used to be. The only proof he noticed me, a tiny lipstick smear. But he isn't here tonight to share my heartbeat or my kiss. If he was, perhaps he'd see how I still love him desperately. He is the other half of me. Enough sentimentality. I'll end this with a pun, you see, with wordplay, but still honesty. Without him, I'm a miss.
Stalin?
No, minor bird.
Oh, hello. Nice evening.
Yeah, it's all right. What about you?
Yeah, it was good, actually. You should have been there.
If I'd have been there, you couldn't have done that first poem. I was very... thought you were good.
Oh, Shane. Oh.
What are all those scratches?
Dunno.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know whether it was the rose or the sandalwood. I'm not going to be the first to stop.
Neither am I.
On ITV2.
They were the golden couple. Even if you hate them, you can have a good old rant about that. You have to ask yourself, does he need her quite as much as he did?
An insight into Posh and Bex, for better for worse, next on ITV2. Next here, it's the ITV News. And later after Taxi Nights, win, lose or draw, late.